All right, so today I'm just gonna have a little fun with this. I want to play with tempo, tonality of voice, uh, spacing, sentiment, and fluctuations in the way I speak, the timing, the words, and the pauses we take in between. Uh, anyway, that's kind of the goal of what I want to play with and try to develop more in my pointed development, which is the whole point of all this. Anyway, I looked up a topic real quick because I didn't really think of anything to talk about. So, topic was why do tools, right? To be fair, I typed this into one of the AI models and like, give me something quick to talk about. So this is what it came up with: is why do tools that I'm using or looking for always disappear? So, uh, I guess we could expand that out. You know, why do the items, why do the keys that I just set down disappear? Or actually, we were talking about this today. Crazy. I walk into another room and I forget what I went into that room for. How many of y'all do this? I do this all the time, but I've gotten a lot better at it lately because I did some learning. Uh, Probably 4 or 5 years ago, this used to be a really, really bad habit of me for me. I couldn't stay on point on a lot of things, and I've really been working on it. And for me, what I found is just trying to do way too many things, and I didn't have enough boundaries and safeguards on my time. And the more I have put my time, boundaries on my time, and like guarded that, the better I've become at remembering things. And I also write a lot of lists. But also, I've noticed like when I'm tired or stressed out, uh, that will go down. Trying to do too many things at one time, trying to trying to streamline, organize a bunch of things that'll tend to happen. I think there's a lot of science behind why you replace something, but I really don't know. I haven't researched the topic other than what's practical. Other than what's practical. And as I'm talking about this, you'll hear my pacing kind of start flickering because I wasn't thinking at all about my tonality whenever I made these points. Maybe it sounds that way, but definitely was not. I think I was talking in a normal, everyday pace whenever I'm just talking about the subject. And maybe that's what I need to do is just talk at that pace and not worry about it. I don't know, maybe that's the question. Do I intentionally practice these pauses and phrases? Does that become too overly dramatic? Or is that more of a conversational flow? Or just let the excitement come through? I don't know. Hypothetically, do I selectively practice that, or do I let the natural flow of repetition do the process? I think, in true to the spirit, I should. It's really hard to say. I think I'd rather just do repetitions and see if this begins naturally listening to myself rather than intentionally trying to do it. I think that'd be a good experiment to run for the next 30 days. Maybe that's what I do with all this is kind of experiment each method and see how that has an effect on the output of these types of videos. So, yeah, I think for the next 30 days, I'm just going to pick a topic and then go with it and see where that leads and let the cards fall where the cards fall. I don't even think I'm going to look at what I've made. Yeah, I've been noticing that in the post editing. I cut off a little of the front from where I started, and then sometimes I cut the video in half because extra noise around me gets a bit too loud, and I have to cut out a section. But other than that, I think I'm just going to post these videos for the next 30 days. And then I'm going to take the first video and the last video and compare them. And I think we'll have our answer on that. Does repetitions. That'll be, let's say, roughly 30 repetitions, because I have certain obligations that may keep me from doing a video a day. And I'm human, so I get tired. But yeah, in 30 days, we'll come back and see. And the whole thing's meant to be an experiment, so that's the number one rule of the scientific method. To have an accurate, true scientific approach, one must remove themselves from the outcome. You must take the evidence, and it must present itself, whatever it may be. So, all these people say repetition, repetition, repetition. So, in the next 30 days, repetition, 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 no influence, no feedback. Let's see if I get better. Let's see if they're let's see if it's true.